Hey everyone, working on the Jeep again, doing shocks. As you can see, it needs it. I've already busted off the top stud of that old shock. I am thankful that I bought a new impact wrench, because I never would have broke that loose myself, not with my hands. But anyway, let's see what else I can break. Alright, I've got the driver's side done, and I'm working on the passenger side. To get to the top of the shock on the passenger side, you got to take the air box off. It's been a bit more challenging. I do have the shock removed, but the two bolts down there that hold the shock to the axle were a bit rustier than the other side. So I took them and cleaned them up on my drill press with a little wire wheel. Well, I got the passenger side on, and the wheel put back on, and the air box put back on. It's getting late in the afternoon. I'm not going to start the rears. Probably do them tomorrow. So I will pick the video up tomorrow. Okay, it's tomorrow. Continuation of putting the shocks on the Jeep. This is the rear, passenger side. And I got to figure out a way to get to those two bolts up there. So, wish me luck. I've run into a bunch of snags. And it's, well, one bolt, but it's actually two bolts. And it's the bolts up there that hold the shock in place. You got that side, and if you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but the edges are kind of rounded off on the nut. And then over here, I can't get a socket on that one. So I'm going to call it a day. You know, it wasn't that long ago that I'd keep working on this. Not anymore. So I'm going to put everything back together and go do something. So I quit while I was ahead with the shocks. I think I'm going to have to drill out the bolts and remove them that way. But I've got a governor spring I need to install on this thing. Right now I've got the governor controlled by that piece of baling wire, because last year a big stick got under here and bent the governor spring. So anyway, let's see what I can do with that. So I brought this out to the back of the truck to get it up here where I could work on it. Took the cover off, which has the starter in it, you know, which engages the cup here on the flywheel. Pulled the gas tank off. It just slips down in these little slots here. And here is the governor spring. That loops through there, and then that goes through there. All right, we'll get that baling wire out of there, and then we'll get that spring off of there and the new spring installed. Okay, so I'm comparing my new spring to my old spring, and there's a little bit of difference, but the part number, this part number is the correct part number for the month and manufacture of the engine on this lawnmower. So I'll get that installed and do a test run. Alright, so I got the spring installed. It wasn't that hard. I put that end in first, and then that end goes through the anchor and it locks into position. So I'll get the gas tank put back on, cover, and then do a test fire. Well, that's going to do it. I'm not going to mow today. It's getting late in the afternoon. But anyway, if you like the videos, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't, subscribe. I appreciate it very much. I will see you later.